Bianca Belair hits the biggest K.O.D on Doudrop. Maryse name drops Beth Phoenix as Glam is oncoming to punish the former Divas champion. Serena, Deeb, and Hikaru Shida deliver another banger of the match. And Liv Morgan does the most terrible sneak attack in the history of sneak attack. Welcome everyone to Ring the Bell, this is DS, and this is a return of Women's Wrestling Weekly, where we recap everything that happened in women's wrestling, well mostly everything that happened. I am back! Yes, I am back. It's great to be back on Ring the Bell because I missed you all. So let's go right into Raw. Alright, so on Raw we saw the final chapter between Doudrop and Bianca Belair, and yes, we've seen these matches before, and no, there haven't been any backstage segments or whatever to like really make this that more exciting, but I think we all consciously and unconsciously wanted something from their matches or their feud. We all wanted that constipation ending, that spectacular K.O.D on Doudrop. Yes, it was so satisfying to see that K.O.D. The audience absolutely erupted when Bianca Belair finally hit that K.O.D on Doudrop. I wasn't even there, but I could feel all the energy all the way from Milwaukee. The match as a whole also was just so entertaining. I think Doudrop is amazing as a heel, and that says a lot because I actually really liked Doudrop as a ghost finger face. I thought she was so cute, so this really shows the range. And I'm not really worried about Doudrop even though she constantly lost. I think she actually got over a lot throughout this feud compared to the whole Eva Marie situation. I loved it, satisfied. But we had another sweet match on Raw. It was Zelina Vega, the queen. Zelina Vega versus Rhea Ripley. This is brutality and I'm leaving my useless sister backstage. This match was super short, but I really enjoyed everything that happened in this match even though I think the audience didn't really care for it. Zelina and Rhea Ripley's chemistry seemed like it was on fire. Especially early on, Zelina hit some really cool moves and Rhea was able to base Zelina perfectly. Loved that spot on the top rope when they teased a superplex and Rhea was just holding Zelina up in the air. That was a gag-worthy moment. But again, quick and sweet, Rhea Ripley picks up the win with this devastating riptide. Yeah, this was sweet, satisfying. I am excited to see where this leads Nikki Cross, Nikki ASH's character into. Maybe she'll go back to the whole sanity situation, and she honestly kills it in that character. Even if I personally really like the ASH character, it's clear that it did not connect with the audience, and it's time to shake it up. By the way, this miraculous thing is happening to me this holiday season. I always wanted to be a Victoria's Secret angel growing up. Now I am an underwear model for Shynasty! Yes, our amazing friends at Shynasty is making this video happen for you by choosing us as the model for their amazing ball hammock underwear. I gasped the moment I first wore it. It is in fact the most comfortable underwear I've ever worn in my life. So yeah, this is Shynasty's ball hammock underwear. I'm wearing the sleek black one right now. They also sent us really fun one. This one inspired by Naomi's glow time because it glows at night. And this one is inspired by Christy Hemme TNA tuxedo match. And you can be very classy wearing this. They're known for their fun pattern, but what's really noteworthy is this ball pouch. And what it does is that it keeps your juicy and precious balls right there. But the best part is that it holds up everything, making it look super sexy and plump. Trust me, I've worn other ball supporting underwear trying to be all sexy and all, but after an hour, your balls get really freaking painful. But this one is just so comfortable, all because it's made of micro model fabric, which is 3 times softer than cotton and super breathable, and most importantly, super stretchy. Men's Health said this is the most comfortable underwear you ever wear, and over 3 million pairs are sold with over 11,000 4.75 stars review. And the satisfaction guaranteed part about it is that if you order it and don't like it, they'll give you your money back. That's how confident they are, and I'm telling you, the moment I wore it, I was like, whew. Alright, so make sure you use the link in the description section or our comment to check out all these amazing underwear, and yeah, let's all get sexy. Now, let's talk about the 2 segments that happened on Raw. Am I the only one that thought all the promos on Raw were so bizarre this week? I don't even know what's going on with Vince McMahon and Austin Theory. Someone in the creative team has been watching Man.com. Maryse in a cutting edge segment. I am a diehard Maryse fan. I love her. It was weird, like Maryse was out there crying about how she wants respect and how she's so tired, she's doing everything, she has kids, she's a mom. Audience was booing her. I was uncomfortable watching her while people were booing her, and then Edge, who is a face, was totally unsympathetic towards whatever is happening with Maryse. And even though he wasn't tricked, he still was tricked because Miz was still able to sneak attack him, so like, what was the point? And then Maryse was all smiley and kissy, so why did you you air your dirty laundry or did you like completely fail and tricking Edge? Like either way, it was not good. The only silver lining about this whole situation is Maryse name dropping Beth Phoenix, and I can respect that because I want Beth Phoenix to come here and glam slam the heck out of Maryse. We got the juicy back and forth from Maryse and Beth Phoenix in Survivor Series in 2008 or whatever, and then we never actually got a good feud out of them, so I want it now. Please give it to me. But as a segment, this was a no. Girl. And then we saw Liv Morgan-Becky Lynch segment. This was very interesting. So Liv Morgan came out and she showed the video she filmed over the weekend, which is her sneak attacking Becky Lynch in her and Seth Rollins' gym, even though for a sneak attacker she was just standing there with the kendo stick, and she attacked the wrong person because apparently it was a decoy from Becky Lynch. I think this is unnecessarily complicated, even though I kind of understand why Becky had the decoy in there, like character-wise. It's a veteran, she knows how to play dirty, so she like yeah, I get that character element to it, but again, that was way too complicated. And then Becky Lynch came out, her promo as always is amazing, especially compared to Liv Morgan, who had to sell that she had a broken arm and then she had to explain the sneak attack, decoy, and how she still felt good about attacking the wrong person. Compared to Liv's job, Becky Lynch's job was a lot easier. But again, I'm just so proud of Liv Morgan. WWE has been dumping a lot of promo time to Liv Morgan, and I think Liv is doing best she can do, especially for someone who had like no mic time for like years. And I really did enjoy when Liv Morgan actually threw that kendo stick to Becky Lynch. That was a twist I was here for, and Becky Lynch was like so insulted she walked away. But overall, there was lots and lots of layer into this segment, from that sneak attack again, to the whole experience difference angle, to the arm injury, and to the mind game at the end. There were a lot of layers that was in there. Liv Morgan is such a natural face, so I don't even feel like they have to build so many layers into it, so I'll say, meh. And props to Queen Dana Brooke, Queen Tamina having the most festive segment of them all with 24/7 championships. So proud of them, love it, satisfied. Alright, it's NXT time. So we saw two matches on NXT. First match was Amari Miller versus Ivy Nile, and two of them are both very exciting up and coming talents. Amari is just full of personality with great smile and amazing charisma, and Ivy Nile, she is just adding more and more to her moveset to show her spectacular strength. Her powerhouse moves are so impressive, including the dibs and push-up taunts and moves that she's adding there. It's just really impressive. And the submission move that she won the match with was not something I've seen before, especially as a finisher from other women, and it was pretty cool. It was actually pretty cool. This was not the most smooth match, but I think it was a very NXT 2.0 match in the sense that they're out there to showcase their characters, and I think I already know them so well. So I like this match, I was satisfied. We got Cora Jade versus Dakota Kai match. Before this match, Cora Jade did an interview saying that she is now clear from the shoulder injury, and then Dakota Kai interrupted with like, I don't know, she's like crazy, and I really love this version of the character. I think she's doing a great job as a crazy chick, following the lineage of Victoria, Mickie James, AJ Lee. I think she's amazing. This match though, I was a little worried because last match they had was like freaking weird and like nothing worked, but this match was a lot better than last time. This was a 6-minute match, and the most noteworthy thing about this match is that Cora Jade again won the match with the roll-up. She's been winning a lot of matches with the roll-up, to a point where I'm like, is she like a super Jade? I can obviously see that WWE sees huge things for her, and her performance and war game definitely impressed everyone that was watching. So yeah, I'm here for the Cora Jade train, especially after the Twitter war she had, but I don't know if winning all the matches with the roll-up is the way to do it. Maybe like shake it up a little bit. After the match, Dakota tried to attack Cora Jade with the shovel, which I love that she chose shovel as the weapon of her choice. But then Raquel Gonzalez chases her out, and then Toxic Attraction comes out, distracts Cora Jade, and Mandy Rose, who was in the commentary, attacks Cora Jade. Yeah, I mean, this segment was fun. I'll say satisfied. Other things that happened: street fight match between Dakota Kai and Raquel Gonzalez was announced, and Lashing with the Lash Legend happened too. By the way, her performances in 205 Live is something I haven't really expected. I honestly didn't think Wendy Williams' character would be a powerhouse, but I'm loving it. I totally see a big star in her. I love Lash Legend. Alright, let's go to AEW Dynamite, and we saw the rubber match between Serena Deeb and Hikaru Shida. Rubber match, it's a term I don't think I've heard before, but apparently it's a match you have when you have the same win and loss record to like break the tie. I don't know, I got excited about rubber match. The rubber match. By the way, both Hikaru Shida and Serena Deeb looked absolutely amazing for this match. In this 12-minute match, Serena Deeb and Hikaru Shida showed what the veterans are all about, and they really did masterful storytelling, especially with the exposed turnbuckle. So during the match, Serena Deeb took up the turnbuckle safety area, devastating neck breaker on it, and they brought that element back at the end of the match again by exposing another turnbuckle, and from that part to the end, it was a suspense after suspense on who will get hit with the exposed turnbuckle. It was absolutely amazing storytelling. I got so anxious during that finish part, even though it's just an exposed turnbuckle. Also on top of that, Serena Deeb showed amazing holds after holds, and Hikaru Shida also showed a lot of character, showing some frustration. This match was amazing, satisfaction for me. I think the feud is over between them after this, but I want to see them on my TV. They're so good. Let's go to Impact Wrestling. We see the continuation of the feud between Deonna Purrazzo and Mickie James, and their backstage fights are just so good. This time we saw Deonna Purrazzo at the signing, and then Mickie James is coming to work. They start a war of words, and then as Mickie James is going to the backstage, they start fighting. Impact might not be the best in the production quality, but this one-take roll thing they keep doing with Mickie and Deonna are just so genius. I love it. I'm so satisfied. After this brawl backstage, we saw Gail Kim and Scott D'Amore discussing the situation, and Gail Kim, just like last time when she announced Pick Your Poison match, she became very creative again, and she was like, we're gonna have a Texas death match for Hard to Kill. I love that Gail gets so creative for Deonna and Mickie feud. It's amazing. And congrats on officially joining Impact's management team. There is also another thing that was really interesting that aired right before the brawl, is that the recap from ROH show where Deonna Purrazzo showed up and challenged Roxy for winner takes all match, and she talked about how she's gonna do it after taking Mickey's title. So I'm not sure if it means AAA and ROH title, or Knockouts title and ROH, or all three of them. I'm not sure, but this seems very interesting. We briefly saw a promo for Masha Slamovich, who got signed during Knockouts Knockdown. That moment was just so pure, you gotta watch it. And then we had a match between Tenille Dashwood and Jessie McKay. So when this match started, it kind of was something I expected from Tenille and Jessie. They're both very strong with character, but as the match progressed, we saw Jessie working more of a face, which we haven't really seen from WWE days of Billie Kay Day. It was pretty impressive, and I learned that Jessie can do both comedy and wrestling, so I was very into it. At the end of the match though, Tenille Dashwood picks up the win with Madison Rayne and Caleb with the K's help from outside. This is definitely an interesting feud, especially because the inspiration, they are so close with Tenille. They're all Australian sisters. I've been loving their backstage segment, so I'm excited what they will do if they have a full-blown pay-per-view match. Satisfied. And for the main event spot, we saw Chelsea Green be involved with the contract signing, and here you can again see how much of an all-rounder Chelsea Green really is. She played an absolutely amazing girlfriend role, and that chair shot she took from Matt Cardona was devastating. So props to her, Chelsea. I'm satisfied. Let's go to AEW Rampage. So we saw Ty Conti and Penelope Ford in a submission match, and I felt like this match was built for Ty Conti because she is a judo expert, and she definitely showcased her skills here. She had so many cool transitions into amazing submissions. I was so impressed. You know, one thing I always talk about Ty Conti is that she has amazing facial expressions. She obviously showed that here too. She's just so good with that. It's one of the most expressive faces in wrestling, but in this match she showed that she's got character and she's got skills. Penelope, as always, I love that stunner move. It's always so stunning, but this match ultimately goes to Ty Conti. I loved it. Satisfied. After the match, we saw a classic AEW spot where the bunny, the heel, comes to attack the face, and then Anna Jay, the other face, come to save Ty Conti. But yeah, AEW also announced some really fun matches coming soon. Obviously, we still have that TBS Championship Tournament. We have the Final Four. On top of that, they announced Owen Hart Cup for both women and men, and they also announced a match between Britt Baker and Riho for championships. Alright, let's go to SmackDown. We first saw a tag match between Toni Storm and Sasha Banks versus Charlotte Flair and Shotzi. Toni looked really sad at first. I feel like she's playing more of an underdog than Cora Jade is. You know, I love Shotzi and Toni, but something in this match between them, I don't know, like it didn't really work for me, and the air just changed the moment Sasha and Charlotte came in because they're the freaking main eventer, they're the headliners. There's definitely that gravity that comes in when these superstars come into the ring. Yeah, this was a fun tag match, nothing crazy happened. I really did like the close pin when Toni Storm did the crossbody, but at the end we saw Toni Storm pick up the win with the O'Connor roll. So this is interesting. Toni Storm is, I guess, still the #1 contender, but I think charisma-wise, I think Sasha Banks left a big shadow on her, not intentionally, but also commentators later was keep talking about Spider-Man about how Sasha Banks went to the premiere event and how she's wearing a Spider-Man inspired outfit. I do also have to acknowledge that the holiday season is where WWE don't really progress their storyline. Although it might be a little different this time because they do have pay-per-view called Day One. But I don't know, I don't think the storyline or the character really developed here. I'll say, meh. After this, we saw Natalya backstage watching TV. Just everything Natalya does is so iconic. She started talking about how she's in the Guinness record book, she's the best ever, and Xia Li ain't shit. So basically, it seems like Xia Li will have a match with Natalya and Xia Li will win. I think that's what's happening. And then we saw a segment between Naomi and Sonya Deville. Naomi came out, she has a list for Santa, and it is a match with Sonya Deville. And Sonya Deville came out, distracting Naomi, brings in Shayna. Again, Naomi picks up a quick win from Shayna, which is great, which is very holiday spirit. I don't think it's helping Shayna, especially from that amazing heat she got from destroying Nia Jax and even Marie, and from that monster heel segments to Sonya's somewhat useless goon. I don't know if this is good for Shayna. And Naomi-wise, I'm happy that she's constantly in the storyline, but this gotta progress. Sonya Deville knows it too. She had this amazing gear last time, so let's see that in use. Let's get that match going very soon. I'll say meh. Alright, thank you so much for watching this week's review. Do not forget that I am a basically Victoria's Secret model. Thank you again, Shine Steve, for sending me this amazingly comfortable underwear to me. I will wear it all the time, and you can also wear it by checking the link in the description and comment section. And don't forget to vote for 2021 Women's Wrestling Fan Awards. The vote's going on right now until this Friday at noon Eastern Time. So go vote and help us recognize all the amazing work that women did this year. It was a great year. Thank you again. You can find me at DSShin on Instagram and Ring the Bell DS on Twitter, and I'll see you next week. Bye!